So we have been living a keto lifestyle for 6 years now, and today we're going to be talking about some of our biggest regrets or the mistakes that we've made, because everybody makes mistakes, including us.
Many.
So if you're new here, we have lost a decent amount of weight over the years. We lost about 160 pounds combined between us, and we did that mostly in 2019. We got really serious about it in 2020 because there was nothing else to do really other than create content during that year and lose weight. You know what I mean? Sarah and I have always been on the bigger side. We're also really tall, so I'm 5'11", Sarah's 5'10", and we've always been like on the tall, bigger side, and we had never seen ourselves like
Smaller.
Right. I got down to my lowest, which was about 162 pounds, which was a huge accomplishment for me. And I had never been that small, probably since the age of 11 years old. And from there,
we've gone back up.
Yes, we've gone back up. I am now 20 pounds heavier, between 15 and 20 pounds, depending on the day of the week. So I'm not necessarily happy about that, but at the same time, like, mistakes have been made. And we're
going to talk about them.
We're going to talk about them, exactly.
But before we do,
we need to talk about Element, who is the biggest supporter of our channel, by the way, you guys. As you guys know, we absolutely love Element electrolytes. We drink it every single day because we love the way it tastes and the way it makes us feel on our keto lifestyle. That's because when you go into ketosis, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can leave you feeling tired, having muscle cramps, or even nausea, and we call that the keto flu. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better.
So we love all the flavors of Element, but our absolute favorites are the citrus salt and the grapefruit salt. Even our mom and our sister love it too.
We're telling you that you're gonna love Element, and you can try it totally risk-free. If you're not happy, just email them and they will make it right. So right now you can get an 8-count sample pack of Element's most popular drink mix flavors with any purchase. Just go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. Find your favorite flavor or share some with a friend. Or keep it all for yourself. So,
we don't want this video to be discouraging.
Right, and we're not being discouraging. Actually, I feel like we're gonna be able to turn this into a positive thing.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Yes, there is negativity around us gaining between 15 and 20 pounds apiece. But I still don't think it's that bad. Because I could easily be 300 pounds by now.
Right, if we weren't doing keto during this entire time, we've gone to where we've gained 60, 70, 80 pounds easily in a year or two.
Right. And you know what? We are still technically keto. We just don't really pay attention to like the numbers behind it, right? Like we're guesstimating. Even then, gaining a pound a month when you're just kind of like loosey-goosey about it, to me that doesn't seem that bad. And I don't want to like use it as an excuse, but life has been difficult for us the last couple years, okay? There have been
some challenges.
Challenges like deaths, sicknesses, babies.
Not ours.
Not ours. Tens of thousands of dollars of vet bills. Layoffs.
Yes.
But those are not excuses. I'm just saying that sometimes you're not really paying attention to the weight loss thing.
Right.
And if you wear stretchy pants, that's another key here, is that if you wear stretchy clothes, Sarah and I, we love a nice stretchy pant. We like a nice yoga pant to wear casually. And that can lead to you not realizing that you're gaining weight, okay?
Right.
It's hard to see it.
Yeah.
But then one day, you'll be like, wow, my face looks bigger or something like that. You know what I mean?
You see a video back and you're like, huh.
Right.
Is that how I look, you know?
Here is where we started, and let's look at some pictures of us from before.
Memory lane.
Right, memory lane. Exactly. These are pictures from us from like 2017, 2018, 2016. And you know what? We were sizably bigger and not happy with it, obviously.
Right.
So 6 years of keto. Mistakes, regrets, and lessons. We'll put that on the screen. Number one, assuming that keto equals automatic weight maintenance. So just because you're keto, like you're probably in ketosis most of the time, you're probably eating 20, 25 net carbs a day, it doesn't mean you're automatically going to maintain or lose weight. Right. You still have to mind how much you're eating. If you don't, you will gain weight. There are people that just specifically gain weight using keto because they're eating like really high fat. So just because it's keto doesn't mean you're gonna lose weight or maintain your weight. Number two, not respecting the maintenance phase. Maintenance is difficult.
And
people
it's
that tell you, it's forever. People that tell you, oh, like it's some kind of finish line that you're reaching, and it's like, you've reached it. You've lost 100 pounds. You're smaller than you were when you were 12. And that's the beginning.
Yeah.
Now you have to do this forever. And if you eat like you ate before, or you eat too much, you're just gonna be back where you started.
When we first started documenting our weight loss back in 2020, and Emily had lost 100 pounds, and we made a video about her journey and stuff like that, we were weighing ourselves every day.
Multiple times
a day. And you go up 1 pound, go down 3 pounds, go up. And that kind of roller coaster was kind of addicting in the beginning. But it kind of wears on you, especially when you're, just trying to do a maintenance type of thing. We started doing it maybe once a month we'd weigh.
Right.
And then we stopped weighing. I stopped weighing myself. Mid-2022, while we were experiencing sickness in our family with our dad. I didn't even look at my scale. It didn't even cross my mind to weigh myself at those times because I was just dealing with something that was all-encompassing mentally and physically and emotionally, to the point where I was I'm not even going to weigh myself because I don't want to know.
Right.
And so I think the first time I really started stepping on the scale was
2024.
Mid-2024, if that.
We gained some weight, but it wasn't as bad as it used to be when Sarah and I would go off the deep end and then go to the grocery store and get an entire Entenmann's coffee cake. See, she even knows what I'm going to say because that was our jam.
Yeah, it was our thing. A pot of coffee and an Entenmann's coffee cake.
The entire one.
I just ignored the scale for way too long because of other things, and I wish I had just been hey, let me do a little bit of a check-in here and keep myself accountable because I'm going to feel way worse ignoring the problem instead of knowing about it.
Okay. Number 3, underestimating age and metabolism. So when Sarah and I started this channel, we were in our mid-30s, and now we're hitting 41. So there is a possibility that our metabolism is not acting the same as it did 6 years ago. And we may need to up the ante a bit. We're not the most exercisey people. You guys know this.
Yeah.
But we have been trying. I've been trying to make an effort. Sarah and I have been trying to do this lock-in thing. So,
honestly, I feel like there's people in times in your life where you go through phases of locking it in.
Right. And then letting it go.
And letting it go a little bit. There are seasons. There are seasons to buckle down when you feel like it. And then there's some that you need a little bit of grace and just to let yourself deal with whatever things that are happening to you during that time.
Right.
So.
Exactly. And a lot of you guys will know what we're talking about. And it's not an excuse. It's just what happened. And we're not gonna lie to you guys and say that we know everything about weight loss, and we don't. And we've never claimed to be. We don't want to go crazy with this lifestyle.
Right.
We still want to have fun with it. We still want to try crazy recipes. And so we have started to lose again. And so I'm hoping that we're going to be able to show you guys what we've done.
When this lock-in is over, beginning of the year, we're going to be sharing our results. And so make sure that you're subscribed so that you guys get notified when that video comes out. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So those are some of the lessons that we learned. Here's what we're implementing going forward. I personally am going to be weighing myself once a week at least, and also taking measurements because, the scale tends to fluctuate, but measurements and, inches, that sort of thing, it's going to give you a bigger picture of the inches that you're losing when the scale is not being so reliable. We're also going to be trying to be eating cleaner, simple meals, especially for this lock-in period, just to kind of, give ourselves the best chance to lose weight. We're also still going to be trying new recipes here.
Right.
Because we want to fit those into some of our treats.
Right.
Just to keep things exciting because, we can't be making steak or chicken recipes every day.
Right.
We're also going to be implementing exercise or trying to. I like to say that I'm doing more snacks of exercise instead of just trying to run all at one time. I'm doing okay, I'm going to go on my stair stepper for as long as I can, a couple minutes, go on a walk with my dog and my husband, and try to see if those little things add up to something else in the end. So those are new things I'm implementing. Emily?
Same.
And Emily's doing the same.
Right. I just, I don't like to say the exercise things. I don't want to make false promises. It's hard for me.
That's why I'm saying you don't have to promise you're going to be running a marathon or anything like that, but we're trying to increase our activity because,
I don't want to be a blob. I've been bed rotting a lot for the last couple of years, which is just literally laying in bed, watching TV, working, living in the bed. Like
A lot of people like to bedrock.
like Charlie from the Chocolate Factory's grandfather. I'm trying to not do that anymore because I would like to actually be mobile in 5 years. So,
and that guy was probably like 70 years old. So
right.
you have to get like 30 more years out of you.
Right.
At this time.
Exactly.
So. I know a lot of you guys that have watched our channel have been on keto for a long time. What are some of the lessons that you have learned during your time doing keto? I'm sure that, you know, sharing those in the comment section below is just going to be a great resource for everybody, just to get some inspiration or to, you know, lock it in for the last couple of months of this year. We still have some time to go. So we can start off 2026 like a brand new person.
All right. And if you guys would like to see any of the videos in the lock-in series that we're doing, like we show some meals, we show some different things we're doing, you can click right here and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.